We fighting and it's stupid. I love you and you know this, but you feel like I don't show it when I can make you a whole list. Why you wanna fight me on a weekday? We've been talking around in circles, I don't know what to say. Usually it ends and you get in your way, cause you already know that I ain't going away.
Okay, last joke from me. I feel like old people get a bad rep. I feel like we come down really hard on old people for growing up in the times they did. Like, they grew up in times where things were different, where things that we accept as normal and we see as like us progressing and moving forward and not judging each other as much. They all just saw it as that was everyday living. Some people were different and you hated them for being different. You get it. I see in the future, like, we all have that. Like, even as progressive as we are in the arts bar at Kansas City in 2016, at some point, there's gonna come something really weird that we're all gonna look at and be like, what is that? Like, I imagine when I'm like 67, I'll be in my home just chilling with my family reunion, we're all hanging out, and then my granddaughter comes home with a cyborg. And she's like, hey!
We all judge them for being like that, like being super sexist or racist or whatever. But it's like they come from a different time period. Like, they're from a time when that stuff was fine and okay, and you just said it, and it meant nothing. And at some point, we will all be that. Like, at some point, time is going to do that to all of us. Like, I can imagine myself when I become like a great-great-grandfather and I'm at my family reunion and my great-great-granddaughter brings over her half-human, half-robot boyfriend. And I'm like, hey, what's up with Cindy? How come she can't date a normal human boy? Why she gotta date this cyborg? Grandpa! What did you just call him? He's a cyborg. What? Jeez! Oh, I'm sorry, what's going on in here? My grandpa just called you a cyborg. What? A cyborg? I'm uploading this to the internet? And then he just does it through his brain because he's a cyborg. Like, it's ridiculous. But you know, like, it's stuff.
And it's weird because, like, I feel like people come down on the elderly for being, like, sexist or racist and all that stuff. Like, people judge them really hard. And I mean, you just gotta remember they came from a different time. Like, they're not from where we're from. Like, I can imagine, like, time is gonna do that to all of us. At some point, time is gonna bring up something super weird, and we're all gonna be like, that's weird, and then everybody's gonna be mad at us. Like, I can imagine one day I'll be, like, really old, and I'll be like a great-great-great-grandfather, and my great-great-great-great-granddaughter will bring over her half-human, half-robot boyfriend to the family reunion, and I'll be in the kitchen, and I'll be like, hey, what's up with Cindy? How come she can't date, like, a normal human boy? What do you mean, Grandpa? I just don't get why she has to date this cyborg. What did you call him? He's half human, he's half robot, he's a cyborg. You said it twice. What's going on in here? Oh no, like, my grandpa just called you a cyborg. A cyborg? I can't believe this. I'm uploading my thoughts to the internet. And then he does it through his brain because he's a cyborg. Like, we don't have that. Like, we don't stand a chance. So, like, I feel like people come down on the elderly for being, like, sexist or racist or homophobic or all the stuff that they tend to be because they come from a different time. And it's like, I feel like people forget that they come from a different time, and it's like, that stuff just got weird. Like, at some point, I can imagine in the future that time is going to do that to all of us. Like, something is going to come along that's so weird that we're going to be the racist, sexist people. Like, I can imagine when I'm a great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, and my great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter comes over to the family reunion, and she brings over her half-human, half-robot boyfriend, and I'll be in the kitchen with my daughter or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, what's up with Cindy? How come she can't date like a normal boy? Why, father, what do you mean? I don't know why my future daughter is so much more proper than I am. But why, father, what do you mean? I don't understand why she's dating this cyborg. What did you call him? He's a cyborg. I can't believe you said it twice. What's going on in here? My grandpa just called you a cyborg. A cyborg? I can't believe this. I'm uploading my thoughts to the internet. And then they do it through their brains because they're cyborgs. We don't have that type of technology yet, but when we do, it's going to be strange and scary. No, but I learned a lot working with the elderly. Like, I learned one thing. I feel like a lot of people have been coming down on the elderly for being, like, sexist or racist or all the things that come with being elderly. And it's like, It's just, you gotta remember they come from a different time than us. They come from a different era. Like, and time is gonna do that to all of us. At some point, something weird is gonna come along, and it's gonna make us all into weird sexist or racist or whatever. Like, I can imagine when I'm older, and I have like a great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter, and I'm a great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, and she brings over her half-human, half-robot boyfriend to the family reunion, and I'm hanging out in the kitchen with my daughter, and I'm like, whoa, what's with Cindy? How come she can't date like a normal human boy? Why, father, what do you mean? In the future, like, talking like that comes back around, so that sounds different than I did. Why, father, what do you mean? I mean, why should she date a human? Why she gotta date this cyborg? What did you say? He's half human, he's half robot, he's a cyborg. I can't believe you said it twice. What's going on in here? My father just called you a cyborg. A cyborg? I can't believe this. I'm uploading my thoughts to the internet. And then he does it through his brain because he's a cyborg. We don't have the chance against that kind of technology, you guys. It's really messed up. Like the other day, I saw a commercial that I really should have enjoyed. This commercial should have been the best commercial I ever seen. It was a commercial starring Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne in a cell phone commercial is already amazing. But it's Lil Wayne in a cell phone commercial, and it's him and his rap posse, and he like has a bottle of Chardonnay, and he's just pouring the bottle of Chardonnay over his cell phone, and they're like, yeah, look what we can do. We can pour water on cell phones. And he's like, isn't this so cool? And I'm like, no, Lil Wayne, that's not cool. Robots are coming. That was their only weakness. Why are we solving water? Have you ever tried to punch metal? It hurts. It's not going to work out for us. When they learn that they're smarter and stronger than we are, we're done. Has no scientist seen Terminator? It bothers me that that's just like, oh yeah, just fix that for him. It's not a good idea. Siri's getting a little too sassy for my liking.